All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Isabelle Bousquette.
So it's 2012. I'm in my junior year of high school, and I'm just like deep into my awkward stage. My skin is breaking out. My hair is in this ponytail that's like always too tight. And I've always been labeled as like really shy. And sometimes I don't feel like I fit in with my family so much either. My dad is like a midlife crisis motorcycle buying kind of dad. And there's two things that you guys should know about him. The first is that he just like has no fears. And the second is that he really likes people witnessing him have no fears. So he'll do things like, dress up as a zombie and go dance in like the Halloween parade. We live in New York, so these opportunities are available to him. And every year, all the Broadway shows in New York have this auction where they sell off like props and costumes and stuff from the show for charity. So like if you want like a flying monkey mask from Wicked, like this is information for you. And they also sell experiences, so you can go and you can buy like what they call a walk-on role in one of these shows, which is like a one-time opportunity to be in the chorus. Just kind of a cool thing. So I was like totally unsurprised when he goes to this auction and he gets in this bidding war and he ends up buying, for himself one of these walk-on roles in The Lion King. So a couple weeks later, it's my 17th birthday, and I'm getting my presents, and my mom and dad hand me this envelope, and they say, like, this is a big one. And I'm like, okay, so I open the envelope, and it's the contract for the walk-on role, and it has my name on it. So my dad had not bought it for himself, he had bought it for me. And I was horrified because I'm shy and I hate this kind of thing, but I didn't want to disappoint my parents. So I just say like, oh my God, thank you. I was going to be on Broadway. You guys, I hate being on stage. My entire theatrical career at this point had consisted of me playing Jesus in the 7th grade Easter Passion play. I had to hold my arms out and say, my God, why have you forsaken me? Being on stage for me meant being forsaken. And then crucified. Too far, I don't know. Anyway, so like the horror lingered in the months and weeks leading up to the performance. I had to go to a costume fitting in a warehouse downtown where they took me behind what was clearly a sheer curtain, made me strip off, and then fitted me with like a Michelin Man style kind of white dress with paper mache birds springing out of my wrists and forehead. And I had to go to a series of rehearsals, so me and the other bird ladies were supposed to process down. During the Circle of Life, we were supposed to process down from the back of the aisle all the way to the stage and then walk across the stage holding our arms out like this. And there was also some kind of fancy footwork that I was completely incapable of because I'm super uncoordinated, and I kept getting it wrong, and they were like, no, that's not the way the birds would pay homage to the birth of Simba. I'm like, okay. Anyway, so relatives fly in from across the country for this performance. And the night of the show, they've kicked some guy out of his dressing room backstage so I can have the dressing room. That's part of the experience. So I'm sitting there, and these dudes with like giant gazelles strapped around their waists keep coming by and looking for him. They're like, where's so-and-so? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know I don't belong here. And like, that's where it kind of hits me because I feel like I don't belong anywhere. And I'm saying to these guys, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not the person you're looking for in this dressing room. Like, I'm not the person you want me to be. And like, I wish I was saying it directly to my parents. Anyway, so I go out on stage, like I attempt the fancy footwork, and I just end up kind of shuffling off as quickly as possible. And my handler is like, "What? Like, why didn't you want to enjoy your moment? Like, why'd you come off so fast?" And I didn't, because it was a horrible moment. It was like someone has taken you at your most like awkward, insecure point and like put you on stage in front of hundreds of people, put you in an authentic African headdress, and then made you dance. For like a while, I thought nothing good would come of this experience, and I just didn't really talk about it to anyone because I just kind of thought it was embarrassing. And I graduate from high school the next year, and I go to college, and when I go to college, I think, like, this is my chance. Like, I'm determined to, like, reinvent myself, to, like, not be that, like, shy girl anymore. So it's orientation week, and I'm sitting in the common room, and we're all, like, pretty much strangers at this point, and someone says, like, "Hey, do you guys want to watch The Lion King?" And at that point, I speak up, which was weird for me because I had never really like, spoken up in a group of strangers before. But I speak up now and I say, "Speaking of The Lion King, do you guys want to hear a really funny story?" Thank you.